From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Thursday, August 21st, 2014. Silver is trading at $19.40 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,280 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $523. Antiwar.com reports, the latest report from the International Atomic Energy Agency has once again shown that Iran continues to comply with the terms of a nuclear deal negotiated with the P5+1 and took steps to comply with the extended pact reached last month. Despite U.S. grousing about the pact, Iran has exceeded all expectations for how quickly they could meet some of the major provisions, and the IAEA has praised their cooperation repeatedly. The original P5+1 nuclear deal with Iran expired on July 20th, and an extension through November was announced to allow talks on a permanent settlement to continue. The complexity of such a deal, along with congressional hostility towards any deal at all, mean such a pact is likely to take years to sort out. The terms of the interim deal have the IAEA doing daily inspections of Iran's civilian nuclear sites, and they have continued to confirm the non-diversion of nuclear material to any non-civilian or undeclared purposes. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Coinbase. Coinbase is a simple and secure online Bitcoin wallet for sending, receiving, and storing Bitcoin. I trust Coinbase. You should too. Get started at coinbase.fppradio.com. That's coinbase.fppradio.com. Reuters reports, the U.S. Supreme Court stopped same-sex marriage in Virginia from going ahead on Wednesday, staying an appeals court ruling that had struck down a state ban. The court granted a stay application filed by opponents of same-sex marriage. The action was not a ruling on the merits of same-sex marriage, but means that a July 28th pro-same-sex marriage ruling by the Richmond-based 4th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals will not be implemented while litigation continues. The U.S. Supreme Court issued its brief order less than 24 hours before gay and lesbian couples in Virginia could have begun applying for marriage licenses. The Supreme Court issued a similar order in January blocking same-sex marriage from going ahead in Utah, so the court's order on the Virginia law was not wholly unexpected. In light of a string of recent lower court rulings that have struck down state bans on same-sex marriage, the Supreme Court is expected to take up at least one of the cases on the issue in its coming term, which starts in October and ends in June. 3 cases already are pending at the court that the justices can choose from, and whichever one they choose will likely be the most momentous civil rights case in years. The 3 cases involve fights over bans in Virginia, Utah, and Oklahoma. Virginia Attorney General Mark Herring told reporters he recognized that gay and lesbian couples wanting to get married in the state would be disappointed with the delay caused by the stay, but he said the Supreme Court should definitely answer the constitutional question about marriage equality. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They now take Bitcoin for purchasing precious metals so you can turn your profits into a long-term investment. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing. 800-874-9760. CBS reports a reporter captured video Tuesday night of a police officer in Ferguson, Missouri, cursing and threatening to kill members of the media. The video shows that as the officer approached, a man is heard saying, "Oh my God, gun raised." The man said, "Hands are up, bro. My hands are up." The officer walks near the man with his gun pointed and says, "I will effing kill you." Someone asked, "You're going to kill him. What's your name, sir?" The officer replied, "Go F yourself." After some taunting, a second police officer then approaches the unnamed police officer with the new unfortunate nickname and pushes his gun away from the crowd while escorting him away. St. Louis County Police spokesman Brian Shellman said the officer is with the police department of St. Anne, another town near Ferguson. Officer Go F Yourself has not yet been identified, though Shellman did say that Officer Go F Yourself has been relieved of duty and suspended indefinitely. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.